Okay, so let's begin with the quiz. The general format for answering the questions is you give the question number along with your answer. Only answers sent within the time limit will be considered. No answer will be entertained which is not in the proper format. The general rules, there are 20 questions. The time limit for each question is 20 seconds. There is 1 mark for each correct answer. There is no negative marking. The last 5 questions are star marked questions. 2 marks for each correct answer. You will have to send the answer in your WhatsApp group allotted in the time for the question. The first question is, in SPDF orbitals, what does G stand for? All right. All right. Moving on. Question 2. Question 2. What is Livermorium named after?
Sir, please repeat.
Question 3. The Enigma code was first broken by Dash under the leadership of the mathematician Marian Rejewski in the early 1930s. In 1939, with the growing likelihood of a German invasion, Dash turned their information over to the British, who set up a secret code breaking group known as Ultra under the mathematician Alan Turing. Which country was the first to begin to lay the foundation of cracking the Enigma code used by Germany? Question number 4. It is a specialized region of DNA with two distinct characteristics: the presence of nucleotide repeats and spacers, and is a powerful tool that can be used to edit genes. In 2018, this technology was apparently used in China to produce genetically edited babies, a move that was widely condemned as premature and unethical. Just this year, however, this technology was successfully used in clinical trials to treat a rare genetic disorder. What is being discussed here? Question 5. A very common species of cereal grain, widely known for human and livestock consumption. This grain was utilized by Dutch botanist Fritz W. Wendt to obtain the hormone auxin in 1928. Name the grain. Question 6. Complete the following. Gregor Mendel is to principles of inheritance is to garden P is as Hugo de Vries is to mutational theory is to what? Question 7. When European naturalists first encountered this creature, they were understandably baffled. Accounts described it as a venomous egg laying mammal with a duck bill and beaver tail. Many prominent British scientists deemed it a hoax when presented with a sketch and pelt in 1798. Even when offered a corpse, scholars suspected that it was an elaborate, sewn together fraud. Today, this is one of the most well known mammals. Name it. Question 8. Earlier, a study was carried out in 1999, which led to the discovery of the second, which equals 1 quadrillionth of a second. Egyptian scientist Ahmad Zewali discovered this unit of time while measuring the speed at which molecules change their shape. He was awarded with the Nobel Prize. Quite recently, X was measured for the first time. German scientists announced that they had measured the smallest unit of time ever recorded. An X is a trillionth of a billionth of a second. Identify X. A complete practical scalable microscope has been built using Y and low cost smartphone lenses. Designed by researchers, teachers, and school children in Germany, the instrument is easy to build, yet it can resolve micrometer sized objects such as individual living cells. The idea for a Y microscope came to biophysicist Timo Betz from the universities of Göttingen and Munster and his 10-year-old son one weekend while playing with Y. Name Y. Question 10. German chemist X was born in 1835 and made his first chemical discovery, a new double salt of copper, and at the age of 12. He began developing indigo, a blue dye used to color most jeans. In 1865, successfully synthesized the dye several years later. In 1905, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his work on organic dyes and hydroaromatic compounds. Identify X. Question 11. The football shaped X has been called the most beautiful molecule. And if you have an eye for symmetry, it's easy to understand why. Name the molecule. X lies some 430 light years from Earth, yet it is already one of the brightest stars in the Earth's sky. The reason that is that X is a supergiant star, the largest type of star in the universe. It has a luminosity about 1,000 times, 10,000 times greater than that of the Sun, and its radius is calculated to be about 370 times that of the Sun. If it were positioned at the center of our Sun, its radius would extend out past the orbit of Mars. Because it's near the end of its lifetime, X is likely to explode into a supernova. Identify X. Question 13. X was a way of sending messages to each other without using any letters. Warships during World War II used to send X to speak to each other while they were out at sea. This was partly due to hide their messages from the German Nazis so that their messages were secret. Name X. Question 14. Discovered by Victor Grignard at the University of Lyon in France in 1900, their ease of preparation and their broad applications in organic and organometallic synthesis made these new organomagnesium reagents an instant success. The importance of this contribution to synthetic chemistry was recognized very early, and for his discovery, Grignard was awarded a Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1912. State the reagent and its formula. Question 15. Which scientist developed improved radar screenings at Birmingham, then worked on the isotope separation at the Manhattan Project at the University of California during World War II?
Excuse me, Quizmaster. Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Yeah, please tell someone not to write in the group, main group.
All right. Participants, please note the next 5 questions are worth 2 points each. Question 16. Name the following. The A states that all black hole solutions of the Einstein-Maxwell equations of gravitation and electromagnetism in general relativity can be completely characterized by only 3 external observable classical parameters, x, y, and z. You have to name A, x, y, and z. Question 17. Who patented and successfully demonstrated the telephone first? Question 18. The mathematical statement of which law was simplified by Newton using binomial theorem to give a perfect result of cooling due to radiation? The statement is given below. Name the statement. Question 19. This carbocation is highly unstable according to which rule? The last question for the day. X is also found in abundant quantities in star-forming regions of space and is used in astronomy as a marker for such regions. It is detected through its spectral emission lines. In 2006, astronomers using the Merlin array of radio telescopes at the Jodrell Bank Observatory discovered a large cloud of X in space, 288 billion miles across. In 2016, astronomers detected X in a planet-forming disk around the young star TW Hydrae using ALMA radio telescope. Identify X. Thank you, participants, for attending the quiz. The results for the quiz will be sent by evening in your group. Thank you.
Maximum, can you please send the answers also?
The answers will be sent in some time in your group. Thank you.